Good morning, children. Today we'll do some of the worksheets available on page number 115. Let me share the screen with you. Yeah, this is on page number 115, your project 1 input, which talks about your input, output, and storage device. So here the question says, what you put into a computer, that's called input. It controls what you get out of it. It is your output. The equipment which you use to put information, those things that you put into the computer, they are called as data. So data is put into your computer, and this things whatever you're using to enter this data into your computer, they're called as the input device. The equipment that we use to get the information from the computer, they are called as the output devices. Okay, let's go through your project work. Please open your book and also check in your book. Here are some of the input devices which have some missing letters. So this is key and dash dash. Keyboard starts with key, and J is your joystick. Joystick. M is your mouse. Please complete all these things. Uh, the fourth one is scanner. Now here also some output, they've given you output devices and input devices. Not necessarily that you should have only these um, input and output devices. This is just an example of how you would get your paper. Okay. The output devices, like here it's given LA and dash. So it's laser printer. Then you find out some of these. Okay. Dash printer, then speaker, plotter. The next one is explain in your own words the difference between input and output devices. So what you would say, input devices is the data and the instructions that are received by the computer, or data and instructions that are given to the computer, received by a computer. It's called as input device. And what is an output device is it displays the results or processes the information. This is output device. Another difference, you could say that input device, it gives instructions to the computer, while the output gives the results as output on the monitor. Now, without the input devices, we cannot do anything with the computer, because we cannot operate the computer without the input devices. Also, without the output devices, we cannot get the required output or the results. Like, what are the results? You can view the results on the screen or listen to sound if you want to. Sound is one of the output device, and also you can print your information on hard copy. So these are the requirements for output, and you cannot get such outputs without these type of output devices. Now, what are some of the input devices? You have keyboard, mouse, touch screen, optical character reader, that is OCR. You have many input devices which you have learned. Please write all of them. And some of the output devices are monitor, printer, and speaker. You have different types of monitor and printers. Write them. Coming to the next one, here some of the devices, you need to put them into the correct column. So these are all the devices that are given: scanner, printer, keyboard, mouse, monitor, joystick, speaker, plotter, digital camera, microphone, barcode reader. So scanner is what type of a device? It's an output device. And a printer is an output device. Keyboard is an input device. Mouse, an input, because you're giving instructions to the computer with the help of the keyboard and the mouse. Monitor, it displays the picture on the screen, or the results, the output on the screen. That's the monitors and output device. Joystick, you play games with it. It's an input device. Speaker, whatever you speak on the mic is an input device, but when you hear it on the speaker is an output device. So put it on the output device. Plotter, whatever is in your computer that you fed in, you want it on a hard copy, that is a printer, then that would be an output device. Digital camera, it's an input device. Microphone, input device. Barcode reader also is an input device. So complete all these things in your reader. Next one, answer the following. What do you understand by output? The device which are used to display the results or process information is called as output. Please write this answer. The devices, all the devices that you are using to display the results, whatever results, you get it on the hard copy, that is the printer paper, and the other display results on the monitor. These both things, what they do is they display the results or they are processing information, and this the devices that do the work are called as output device. The second question says, which output device would you recommend for the following task? Now, the tasks are given in the description. You will write the output. Then, producing a large number of letters in high quality. I want to make many letters and give it to all the people, like pamphlets and all. No? Then you use a printer. But what type of printer would be best for high quality letters? Plotter printer is the best. I want to listen to music with my friends. What would I use? I would use a speaker. The speaker gives me the output of the music, the sound. Producing wage slips with carbon copies. The best and the cheapest type of printer is the Dotmatic printer. It is very cost effective and you can just make carbon copies of all the wage bills that you create. Name two types of monitor and state one difference between them. There are two types of monitor. One is the CRT, which is called the cathode ray monitor. That's the old system. And now you have the LCD, which is a liquid crystal display monitor. The picture quality here is very, very sharp and the screen is flat. Before, we used in the CTR, it had a big base at the back of the monitor. Now it is a simple flat screen and it's light in weight. Before it was very heavy, those old computers which use the cathode ray tubes. They call the cathode ray tubes, which have tubes in it. This is called liquid crystal display monitor, which has high quality picture, very clear and sharp screen, and it is very lightweight. So those are the two types of uh, monitors that we have. Now, name at least four storage devices that you know. You know that random access memory, RAM, read-only memory, hard disk, DVDs, then floppy disk, your USBs, that's your pen drive. All these are some of the storage devices. You have CDs, CD-ROM, right? DVDs. Um, so these are all types of storage devices. And the latest, of course, you have your cloud computing. But these are devices they're asking. So you would give these names for the storage devices. Hard disk, the pen drive, floppy disk, DVDs. Now here this is something that you need to learn. So with your help of your teacher, you please do the following exercise. One bit in binary digits, one bit has zeros and ones. So if I say 8 bits is equal to 1 byte. Okay. And then you even have nibbles, which is not given here. So um, a nibble is equivalent to 4 bits. Okay, so 8 bits is equivalent to 1 byte. 1024 bytes is equivalent to 1 kilobyte. 1024 kilobytes is equivalent to 1 megabyte. 1001 1 megabyte, 1024 megabytes is equal to 1 gigabyte. That's GB. 1024 GB is equivalent to 1 TB, that is terabyte. 1000 TB is equivalent to 1 PB, that is petabyte. 1024 petabyte is equivalent to 1000, well, that is 1 EB, that's exabyte. 1024 exabyte is equivalent to 1 ZB, that is your zettabyte. 1024 ZB is equivalent to YB, that is utabyte. 1024 YB utabyte is equivalent to Bronatite. So this, you even after Bronatite, it's also increased. 1024 Bronatite is equal to 1000 geobyte. So this is actually now the digital storage system, which is increased so much. We are still using, and we are at terabyte. You have petabyte and very high storage system in this digital system. So these are the equivalent values of the different table of your binary system. So now here you complete the following. 1 byte is equivalent to 8 bits. Okay. And one nibble is equivalent to 4 bits. And how many bytes? It's equivalent to 0.5 bytes, because it should become half of a byte. 8 bits, 1 byte. So if it becomes half, that is nibble. 4 will become nibble. And nibble would become half byte, 0.5 bytes. Then kilobytes, 1024. How many, 1 kilobyte is equivalent to how many bytes? Kilobytes. 1 kilobyte is equivalent to 1024 bytes. Then megabytes. 1 megabyte is equivalent to how many kilobytes? 1 megabyte is equivalent to 1024 kilobytes. And how many bytes it would be equivalent to? It would become 1000 bytes. So 1 byte would become 1000 byte. That is 1024. In the computer language, you say 1024. Basically, when we are using mathematical calculations, 1 liter is equivalent to 1000 milliliters, 1 kg is equivalent to 1000 grams, like that. Because of the metric table, we use it as 1000. Clear? If not, it is 1024 according to your computer table. You can either write thousands or you can write 1024. Clear? So then here, so how many bytes? 1000 bytes. Then 1 gigabyte is equal to how many megabytes? Here, gigabytes is equal to how many megabytes? 1024 megabytes. And how many kilobytes it becomes? So from here, if you jump here, it would become 10 lakh kilobytes. That is doubled. 1, 2, 3, you understand? 100,000, 10,000, lakhs, 10 lakhs. It become 10 lakh kilobytes. Then terabyte. 1 terabyte is equivalent to 1024 gigabytes. I wrote 1000. If no, you should write 1024 gigabytes. And how many megabytes it would be equivalent to? So it's just one step ahead. So it becomes 10,000 megabytes. 1 petabyte is equivalent to how many terabytes? It's equivalent to 1024 terabytes. Here 1024 terabytes. And how many gigabytes? Double of it, again 10 lakh gigabytes. Understood the table, the metric, this table for your binary digits? Now here is a game I would like you to try out. This is a ball game where the ball should, actually you can even create the score. I have not put the score. You should go into data and then make a variable and just write score, and you'll get the score pad here. You know how I did it for the other things. So for your cat game, I think that was hide and seek game. How we put the score, same way you just indulge, put the score for this thing also. So you can see the steps are given here. When click, repeat 10 times. It's actually repeated 10 times. I just wanted to, and go to x-axis. So you have to check where's the x-axis by just seeing where he's standing, so that the ball should go till there. And then the y-axis, the x-axis, how high and how low. So this is your y-axis and this is your x-axis. So you have to give the, then repeat when it touches Dan. There are two people, one is Dan and one is Dan 1. You need to make two costumes, Dan and Dan 1, and change X by 10. So we'll just look at this, how it's done. I've created this game. And this is the game you can see. And I've created two costumes. Oh, for this, here I've made Dan and Dan, Dan 1, Dan and Dan 2 I've created. Okay, so let's go back to the ball. I need to use the script. Yeah, so I showed you the steps already. Let's see how they play. Just double click, see the ball will touch his hand and then go down. It's going up. So you see the x-axis and y-axis, and see that the ball plays according to This game is there at the back of your book, but you can try it out with a score. Hope you understood the lessons that I taught you today. Please complete all the homework, all the project and worksheets, and stay safe. Do the scratch program of playing the ball. Thank you. Have a nice day.